Coming to you with a short head note at the start of this video. If you want to skip directly to the recipe, go to this timestamp in the video. This is our Shada Polao recipe. It is a lighter version of Saptarshi's Thamma's Mishti Polao that thousands of you have made for your loved ones over the past 7 years. So how is today's Polao different? To clarify, this is not an update of our earlier recipe, but very simply a lighter, more casual alternative to it. Anyone who has made the Basanti Polao knows that it is very special, very decadent, with each grain of rice glistening in ghee. For Shada Polao, you will see that we've cut the amount of ghee by half, along with a few other modifications, and that is what makes this Polao so light. So if you're wondering which one do we prefer, the answer quite simply is both. It just depends on the occasion, what else is on the menu, and what we are in the mood for. We make Basanti Polao when the Polao itself is a star attraction. But if there is something else on the menu that is rich, for example mutton, we make Shada Polao to go with it these days. This Polao recipe is different from the Mishti Polao in the proportion of certain key ingredients, but the foundational principles that make the Polao gorgeous, fluffy and perfectly cooked are still exactly the same as we'd outlined in our Basanti Polao video. The first important tip is to pre-measure everything in the exact amounts, particularly the salt, sugar and hot water, so that there is no guessing or trial and error or stirring and adjusting multiple times. Ideally, if you follow this method and add all the required salt at once, add all the required sugar in one go, you should have to stir your Polao only twice. This will lead to minimal breakage of the grains. So yes, if your goal is to keep the rice grains whole and unbroken, the best favor you can do is to pre-measure everything. Like with Basanti Polao, even here, there are only 2 key ingredients to this dish, the rice and the ghee. For the rice, use small-grained, perfumed, aged atop rice for this, non-parboiled. Please do not make this with basmati if you can avoid it. For the other key ingredient, obviously, use good Bengali ghee, the nutty, toasty, brown kind. White or light yellow ghee won't work as well for this recipe. And that's it for our notes. Just one last thing before we go on to the recipe. If you didn't already know it, we now have a membership community. It is called Bong Eats Adda. After 7 years of running Bong Eats as a side hustle, we have been doing this full time for the past 2 years. And one of our goals over the next year is to reduce our dependence on YouTube ad revenue, which many of you may have heard from other creators is becoming increasingly unpredictable because of platforms pushing short form content. Without getting into why short form videos, that is reels, shorts, etc., are not the right fit for the kind of in-depth educational stuff we want to continue doing, we don't want the platforms dictating what we do. For that reason, we also don't and won't take on any large national corporate sponsors whose business practices we don't agree with, because we also don't want sponsors to dictate what sort of videos we make on Bong Eats. So joining our membership community is one of the few direct ways of supporting this project if you've enjoyed what we do over the years and have found it helpful. There are quite a few perks if you become a patron. You get access to a very shiny forum where you can share your recipes. Members often cook each other's recipes. We get to try so many new recipes. We also host a monthly group call with our patrons, usually on the 3rd Sunday of every month, which is always quite fun and insightful. We are lucky to have very, very smart, kind, thoughtful patrons already. There's also some behind the scenes excitement. We currently have a few draft recipes which you can help us fine tune, such as the classic Calcutta chicken bharta or the Cantonese gravy chow mein. So yes, do join us there if you can. You will find the link on our website bongeats.com as well as in the description of this video. That's all for now. Enjoy the Shada Polao recipe.